You are at the bar, waiting on Caitlin and Vi to get off of work. It is date night after all, and it was your turn to pick a place. Vi had agreed on the idea of a nice night out at the bar, but Caitlin was skeptical, and it didn't take long for her to be proven right. As a tall bloke came walking up to you. "What's a young person like yourself doing by the bar all alone?" The man said. "I'm not by myself. I have a date," you say firmly. "Oh, really? I don't see him." The man gestures around the bar. "Nice of you to assume that I'm into men." You glared at him, before you turn away, waving the bartender over and ordering your usual. Just a gin and tonic. The man, still beside you, looks at your drink. "Why don't you let me pay for that, doll?" he says, leaning over you. No thanks," you said, pushing him away. "Hey, get the hell away from them now," a voice booms, no mistake of who it is. It's Vi. As the man turns to look at her, you stand up off of the bar stool and go to join Vi. But the man is quick to stop you, putting his hand on your chest. "Get your hands off of them," she shouts, readying her stance to fight. "Oh yeah? What are you going to do about it?" he says smugly. You hear the sound of a gun being loaded, and you look over the man's shoulder to see Caitlin pointing a gun directly at him. He freezes. "Darling, come here," Caitlin says gently. You walk over to her. "Get behind us," Vi instructs, and you follow her instructions. "Come now, no need for this to get ugly," the man says as the voice shakes. But it was already too late. Vi had stepped forward and landed a punch to the side of the man's face. He falls to the ground but scrambles to his feet quickly, making a run for it. Vi goes to run after him, but Caitlin stops her, putting a hand on her shoulder. She sighs, but then she turns to you, your body trembling slightly. "You okay, babe?" she asks, concern filling her voice. I'm fine." Caitlin walks up to you, wrapping her arms around you tightly and pulling you close. "No, you're not," she says bluntly. Vi takes your hand in hers. "Let's get out of here. Get some fresh air, yeah?" You hesitate. "But what about date night? It was supposed to be a relaxing evening," you ask. "How about you watching a movie at the apartment?" Caitlin suggests, and you nod. And so, Caitlin and Vi lead you out of the bar, locking an arm around you each. And when you got back home and into your comfortable clothes, you all snuggle under a blanket on the sofa with hot chocolate and popcorn, watching a movie. About 30 minutes in, you start to feel sleepy. So you rest your head against Caitlin's lap, and her hand goes to rest on your forehead. You and Caitlin hear a slight sniffling sound in the background. "Are you crying?" Caitlin teases. "I'm not crying, you're crying, shut up," she says, eyes locked on the movie. You giggle, reaching your hand into your pocket and reaching out for a pack of tissues. "A tissue for your issue?" you say cheekily. She takes the tissues and wipes at her eyes. "Could you blame me? Like, she died in his arms," Vi exclaims. "It is a sad film. That's why you watch it together like this." You gently tug on Vi's arm, a slight way of saying, "Cuddle in." And she does that exact thing, lying down, resting her head on your lap, and interlocking her fingers in with yours. You're such a softie, Caitlin teases. Am not, Vi protests. She's like a sleepy puppy. You join in. Vi just huffs, but holds your hand tighter, and Caitlin giggles, pulling you both closer on her lap. And as the night went on, the tension for the events at an attempted night out slowly faded, encased in their love, affection, and warmth. As the movie ended, you and Vi sat up and helped Caitlin to her feet, practically dragging her into the bedroom. You close the door and throw the covers over all of you, settling down for the rest of the evening, drifting off to a peaceful night's sleep.